Hello everybody, we're back well into another day here with AMC. Today the price action is mixed so far. Again, we're going to be updating the price action and looking at it all the way throughout the day, but that's not the intention of this particular video. In this one we're talking about a very interesting new update from Adam Aron, and I want to get into deciphering it and talking about what it means. Going to be diving straight into that, so if you enjoy it make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, but as usual remember, this is my opinion and not financial advice, but share it with somebody who may enjoy it if you can, and feel free to view any of our other videos. Now we're going to dive straight into this one, and it's coming from the source Adam Aron himself over on Twitter. Now this one, if we have a look at it, if it will load, we can see it was posted on the 15th of March, and it was posted around the time of 11:16 AM, and we'll read about what it says. So the AMC is playing an offensive again with a bold move into diversification. We just purchased 22% of Hycroft Mining, that's on the Nasdaq, as HYMC of Northern Nevada. It has 15 million ounces of gold resources and 600 million ounces of silver resources. Our expertise is used to help them bolster their liquidity. So we'll decipher it, then we're going to speak about what it means, right? So fairly recent update as we see. Clearly it was posted at some point earlier today. And it really is an interesting move. Again, Adam Aron says this is a diversification move, and diversification as a term is not something that I have a problem with at all. Definitely agree with it. It never, ever, ever hurts for any company to diversify. And I'll get into that in just a second, but I think that alone is something which can be taken in a very positive way. And the field that he has chosen to diversify into is obviously, as it says, HYMC, which is a mining company. We'll look into what they do in just a second. But yeah, they have clearly a lot of ounces, a lot of resources in gold and silver. And I think this is really interesting because obviously, as we know, with the uncertainty in the markets right now, as you're going to be hearing a lot of, the question is, where do we go? A lot of people are anticipating a market crash. And if people do believe that is the case, I think Adam Aron could be smart to go into this sort of a company. Because when we think about it, right, when markets are not doing well, when markets are crashing, likely to crash, what do people go to? People go to assets that have real world value. And that's things like gold and silver. They've been around for hundreds, thousands even of years, and people do tie a real value to assets like gold and silver. So generally speaking, again, not always, but oftentimes when markets are doing poorly, as we saw, for example, in the coronavirus period, when markets were doing terribly, gold rocketed up massively. I believe it actually went on to hit all-time highs. So now where we are right now, we're just coming out of that situation. Clearly we're into this Ukraine situation, as we're hearing increasingly. Could really be a very smart move to go into a company like this, but we'll dive into that in just a second. Now, from what I can tell in the comment section, a lot of people have mixed opinions. Some believe it's a terrible move, some believe it's a pump and dump penny stock, and we'll look into why they think that in a second. Some believe that gold prices are going to be falling, and some believe that AMC is in debt and this is not a good time to get into it. But others actually believe that diversification is good for a strong portfolio and stuff like that. So again, going back to the generalized term of diversification, I do agree with it. But let's take a moment to decipher this. We'll look in a bit of detail about HYMC. So as it says, it's Hycroft Mining Holding Corporation. Their stock price as of current is, if we can look, 164. Now, if we look at the price action of the past day, you'll see it's up by 14%. We're seeing in the past 5 days the trend also up pretty big, and in the past month we're seeing this one increase massively. In the past 6 months, and that's where we get the wider context, and especially in the past year, so we'll get that chart up real quick, we're seeing that generalized downtrend. If we can even go into the 5-year chart, yep, we can see previously back in 2020, the decline this one's seen is an 84% decrease. And if we look to the actual bottom, even from this mid-period, down 97%. Bring it from the absolute highs to the absolute low, and we're going to be seeing a decrease of about 98%. So the stock is clearly down big. The market cap of the company is extremely low at 95 million. And looking at what they actually do, we can have a quick discussion about it. We'll read the Yahoo Finance description of the company. So if we can get the profile up, yep, there we go. We'll just read the profile to give us a bit of an understanding of it. And it says this: so the company, with its subsidiaries, operates as a gold and silver producer in the US. The company holds interests in the Hycroft mine, covering an area of approximately 70,000 acres, located in Nevada, as Adam said. As of December 31st, 2020, its Hycroft mine had proven and provable mineral reserves in these figures. Again, Adamaran's figures slightly different. And Hycroft Mining Corporation was formerly known as Mudrick Capital Acquisition Corporation. The company was incorporated in 2017 and is based in Denver, Colorado. So there we get a bit of an understanding. We'll have a brief, not in-depth look, but a brief look at the financials. If you do want to have a look at them, here they are. Feel free to look at this in your own time. We're not having an in-depth analysis on this company, but I am going to be sharing the information which I think is relevant. And whilst we're here, actually, I do want to take a moment to look at the prices of gold, silver as well, and go on to look at what we think may happen. So if it will allow me to bring these up, I will hopefully be able to share this information with you. So we'll go back a little bit and we'll have a look at gold and silver. So hopefully it will allow me to look at the quote. So we'll type it in and see what we can find. So we've managed to bring up the prices of both gold and silver to give us an understanding of the actual value, perhaps behind what this company does. Now, for the context, we'll have a look at the 3-year chart, because the 3 years has been the most turbulent time. The wider context in the 10 years is also shown here. But really, we're going to have a look at the 3-year to start us off. We're seeing gold prices obviously increase for some time, and that has been the case since mid-2020, as you would expect. Saw a bit of a dip, though, really bottoming out in around that February-March period of 21. Coming back to where we are now, we're seeing prices go back up. And back into the 1-year chart and even the 6-month chart a bit later on, we can see clearly we're seeing that massive price rise, especially recently in the February period. But coming into March, we're seeing that dip, big dip actually, from the highs of 239 down to this level of 195. So about $1,954 again, down from the high just over 2,000 at the ultimate high. Now we're going to have a look at the price of silver. Again, no in-depth analysis here, but I do want to just quickly reflect on it. The past month and the past quarter, but really the past year again for that wider context. Similar thing, clearly the price is different as you would expect, but yes, we're seeing that dip in the price for both more recently. Now, again, we're not here to take that in-depth analysis on gold or silver. That's not what we're doing here. We're just actually understanding what's going on in those markets, and that's what we're seeing in the markets if you were interested. So, what does this move really mean for AMC? Is it good? Is it bad? What do you think? Do you think it's even useful? Do you think it's a waste of money? And do you think Adamaran should be focusing on other things? Or do you think it's a great way for him to diversify AMC and mean that the company is going to be more watertight when it comes to movies not doing well? They'll have other streams of income and, of course, potentially diversify more in the future. What do you think he should be doing right now? I do want to hear all of your thoughts in the comment section. It's been a little bit of a long video, but I do hope it brought some insight into what we're seeing from Adam right now and from AMC's potential future. So, do make sure to share it if you can, because I do think it will be useful and informative to a few people. Again, massive thank you for joining me in this episode. I will see you in a bit for more stuff, so hopefully you will be able to join us in the next episode too. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. So see you all again soon, and goodbye for now. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.